Welcome back, everyone. This is my preferred field medic loadout. I'll start with the details first. Class item is the medikit, which heals injuries and gives you an extra bar of health. You also get 15% increase to revive speed, 15% movement speed and damage resistance while carrying a body or a downed ally. You also have the self-revive ability you can use, which is your main class technique you can use to actually revive yourself. Class technique is the healing drone you can use to go and heal your mates at range instead of actually having to go up to them and get them yourself. Don't very often use that ability. I mainly use that to heal myself because most of the time I'm playing with other people. I ain't either the medic, or it's easier just to run up to them and revive them yourself anyway. So the only thing that's really useful for is if you get damaged yourself and you can do it to yourself. So weaponry wise, I've got the ACR with the short barrel, extended mag, suppressor, ATPL3 rail, folding iron sight, STK enhanced stock, the default auto single trigger, and the underbarrel grenade launcher. Use the underbarrel grenade launcher taking out things like enemy vehicles, cars and that. And most of the time I use this weapon when I'm clearing out bases or when things are within about 100 meters of me. The next one I got is TAC 50. Usually use this for hitting targets over 100 meters. Anywhere between about 100 and 400 is usually pretty accurate for. I also use it for taking out enemy helicopters and also enemy drones as well, so that's like the main weapon I use for all that sort of stuff as well. I got the 5.7 USG pistol, which is my default pistol I always go with. I only usually use these when I'm holding someone, when I'm carrying someone. So I always like to have one with a fair amount of ammo, and 30 rounds and a 30 damage at a time is pretty good for a pistol, so this is one I always go with. Perk wise, we've got Gunslinger. For every hit you get 15 accuracy and 15 handling. There are a few other ones I've used before. I have used Revivalist, but most of the time I'm not playing with teammates anyway, so there ain't really much need for that. Another one is the Burst Force as well. Increased movement speed is handy for if you need to go get to a teammate. But like I said, you're not really playing with teammates much, or at least I'm not, so I don't use that. So I went with the old Gunslinger. Rolling Thunder. Sniper rifles get a 20% increase in damage and 20% increase to drones. Since I use my sniper rifle for taking out drones, that's a handy bonus to have. I've also got ballistic advantage just to increase my range with my weapons. Main benefit obviously is the sniper rifle here. That's the difference between having to take bullet drop into account for a target who's 300 meters to about 400 with this. So that's a handy one to have whenever you're using a sniper rifle or a DMR, ballistic advantage. Equipment wheel, we've got the medikit, which is locked in. Gives you an extra 50 health. That lasts for a while, so what I often do is if I'm going to go after something like a behemoth, or I'm going into a base and there's a lot of trouble, I'll chuck one of these down and use it before I go in, just to give me an extra bit of health. I got C4, mainly for doing objective things such as destroying enemy vehicles or crates or computers or something from the stationary. I'll just use one of those. I got the sync shot drone, mainly for dealing with enemy radio men. If I get detected and they're trying to call for backup, I can just send one of these after them. Obviously they're also handy if you are playing with other people and you need to try to get somewhere to revive someone. You can just quickly send a few of these up to take out enemies in your way. I've got the breach torch, which I carry for all my classes, just so if I do come across a fence I can get in it without having to equip it on my wheel in the middle of a fight. I've got the Mark II frag grenade, just in case I need to blow a few enemies up that are trying to hide or anything. The Mark 1 syringe, just in case I'm taking damage and I need to heal myself. These are handy because you can use these while sprinting, so if you are trying to get from cover to where your friend's injured or whatever, you can use one of these as you're sprinting across. I've got the rocket launcher for dealing with enemy trucks, and also they're good to use on a behemoth when you first start out because you can just fire one at it and that will often shake off a fair amount of its armour on it, which will mean you can get to its weak points even easier. Oh, I think that's about it for my medic class. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you all on the next one.